bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Just the bones. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Just the bones. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Just the bones take you, take you, take you, take you, just the bones take you, take you, take you, take you, just the bones take you.
There's not a single day that passes without you on my mind. Not even 1 minute can end up before you come around. I yearn for the days when I see your face here before me. I long for the times you held me in your arms. Whoa. How I wish that you were here to give me everything I want. But I know that life's unfair and we can't always have it.
I
Don't trick or treat, don't knock on my door. Don't want you no more. You broke me, and I don't wanna see you, and I don't wanna see you again. No, just trying. Oh, don't deny the fact that there's never less to you. I played the game but lost the bet. I don't wanna love again. Yeah, I don't wanna love again. Cause I've been living with regret.
'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? Now you're feeling in diamonds. Don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, you are getting everything. Now you're feeling in diamonds. Don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, you are getting everything. 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see that I'm shining?
When you feel the world is over, when you say you're feeling lonely, if you ever need a shoulder, you know where to find me. Stop chasing all the city lights, breathe me in, go on and take your bite. Count on me to make you come alive. lost our minds in the darkness of night. We live to die. We lose our souls every day. We lost our minds. We don't remember what's wrong and what's right. What's right. The world is dead but we stay. 'Cause we are born as living fights. We live to die. We live to die. And we surrounded by the night. We live to die. We are shadows in the neon light. We are shadows in the neon light. We are just shadows. It's supposed to be that we die. It doesn't matter if there is no light anymore, no light anymore. 'Cause we are born as living fights. We live to die. We live to die. And we surrounded by the night.
Color guard instructor, James Dennis. Bagpipe instructor, Allison Dietz. Highland dance instructor, Dr. Amy Earl. Color guard instructor, Zach McGee, associate director of bands. Chuck Evans, percussion and associate director of bands. And the director of bands is Tamara Lewis. The Kilkies open our pregame show with God Bless America. Flight Major Gregory Peck now leads us in the traditional playing of Amazing Grace. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. We thank the JROTC for providing color guard and raising the flag at the west side of the stadium. Now please join Band Captain Sean Brunius and the Kilkee Band as we honor America with our national anthem. Please remain standing for the playing of our alma mater.
Tonight's officials for tonight's game are for the Gulf Coast Football Officials Association. Our referee this evening is Mr. Jeff Phillips. Our umpire is Dumika Atkins. Our head linesman is Fred DeMarco. Our line judge is Ron Egan. And our field judge is Michael Pierce. Our side judge is Chris Kauchik. And our back judge is Drew Myers. Our clock operators this evening are Henry Kuhn and Altus Liskunis.
It's a chilly night here in October, and after 3 weeks of no play due to cancellations due to Hurricane Helene and Milton, the Rams and the Cougars are back in action tonight at the Ramble. My name's Addison Rusko, so glad to have you alongside with us tonight. This is a rivalry that's been around for a long time, but has recently been renewed in the past couple of years. It started back in 2022 when the Cougars made a trip to the Ramble, heavy underdogs, and came away with the 14-7 win. And then last year, the Rams went to Cardinal Mooney. It was a close game till about the third quarter, and then towards the tail end of the third quarter onto the fourth, the Rams were able to pull away with a 35-7 victory. That was one of Cardinal Mooney's 2 losses last year en route to their state championship. And often, a state champion doesn't have revenge on the mind, but the Cougars certainly do tonight as they head to the Ramble and try and remain perfect. They've had an easy schedule up until they played Bishop Verot, where they got an impressive 49-28 win, led by a couple of stars. These Cougars are legit, and the Rams started the year slow. 1-3, their only win over a bad Riverview Shark team up in Riverview, Florida. However, an impressive Booker squad came into the Ramble on the 21st of September, and the Rams were able to get a convincing win over Booker and former teammate DJ Johnson to kind of get their season back on track. However, that momentum was halted due to the Hurricanes. The Rams now trying to get back on track and make a statement win over the number 17 team in the state of Florida as the Rams take the field. Cougars are led by their junior quarterback, Devin Minnery. 456 rushing yards on the year, 6 touchdowns. He's had 3 games go for over 100 yards rushing, and that is not to discredit what their main running back has done. Keneal Jackson, 795 rushing yards, averages 132 yards per game. He's got 11 touchdowns and 4 games over 100 yards. This is a dynamic Cougars offense, a much more explosive offense than the Cougars presented to the Rams last year. The Cougars had an impressive offseason, really revamping a lot of the lost pieces like Teddy Foster and Carson Beach from last year's state championship team, which is why they're the 17th ranked team in the state of Florida right now, and why they are 6-0, looking to make a statement on the road against the Rams. The Rams won the toss. They defer to the second half, so it'll be Cardinal Mooney back deep to receive to get us going. And again, rust is going to be a big factor for both of these teams. Cardinal Mooney has played 1 extra game than the Rams. They got in a game right before Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene kind of got in the way of everything. They played a game on Wednesday, October the 2nd. The Rams haven't played since that game against Booker, which was about 3 weeks ago. The Rams haven't practiced much. They've only been practicing since Tuesday of this week. And so you have to wonder what the rust is going to look like for both of these squads, not seeing a lot of action. A great night for rivalry night here at the Ramble. And it will die down at the front of the end zone, and that will bring out the dual threat quarterback, Devin Minnery, for his first drive for the Cougars tonight. Cougars were able to jump off to a quick 7-0 lead over the Rams in that 2023 meeting.
First and 10 for the Cougars.
Cardinal
Quarterback
Jackson,
number 14, Devin Minnery.
the big, stolky back, lined up to the right of Minnery on first down and 10 at the 20-yard line. Low snap, it's an option. Jackson, a little stutter, and Jackson stays in bounds and past the first down marker at the 35-yard line. And it's a first down on the first play of the game. And those 15-yard runs is nothing new for this Cougar offense. Cardinal Jackson averages 11.5 yards per carry so far this season. Those big, explosive plays has what's propelled this Cougars offense to such an elite offensive start. First down and 10, ball at the Cougars' 35-yard line. A play fake, it's deflected, and it is incomplete.
That will bring up second down. It'll be second and 10.
Makai Hayes, a little late to react, could have had an interception. Second down and 10.
Second and 10.
It's a Rams defense that forced a lot of turnovers against Booker. Forced about 3 fumbles in that game. They'll hand it off up the middle, and he goes into a swarm of Rams, and so it brings up an early third down for this Cougars offense.
Taken down by number 4, Andy Clump. And with that stop, that is going to bring up third down.
Cardinal Mooney has put up 35 points in every single game they played this season. It's an option. They'll go to the running back. Stays on his feet for a while, but Jackson is tripped up. A nice play right there by Levi Ruffton to cave in on Jackson, and it's going to bring up fourth down and around 5 from the 41-yard line, and it's going to be an early punt here for the Cougars. The dream start for the Rams as Torian James back deep to receive. Gets the punt away. James calls for a fair catch, and it's caught at the 26-yard line. So the dream start for the Rams. They don't let the Cougars pass midfield. And when we come back, it's the Rams offense for the first time this evening.
It'll be first and 10 for the Rams from the 26-yard line. Number 2, Anthony Miller.
And now it's Anthony Miller and the Rams offense out on the field for their first drive this season. For this game, first down give. Isaiah Belt turning the wheels past some tacklers and picks up around 8 on the first down give.
Close to 8 on the play.
Isaiah Belt on the season with 287 rushing yards, 3 touchdowns. He's the lead back for this Rams team after kind of being behind DJ Johnson all of last year and the beginning of this year, but has done a nice job transitioning into that number 1 overall spot. Has a lot of experience as a junior. Rushed for over 800 yards in his sophomore year. It's second down. Right back to Belt they go, but Belt is taken to the ground quickly that time. It's Greg Robinson in on the stop.
Number 11, Greg Robinson makes the stop once again, and it will set the Rams up with a third down.
And it'll bring up a quick third down for the Rams. Two wide receivers out to the left. Wheeler to the right, and a jump offside right there. They'll get that on Jaden Samuel, the senior, or the sophomore, excuse me.
The encroachment penalty will be a 5-yard penalty, and with that penalty, that's going to move the chain.
So a free first down for the Rams as they continue their drive. 9:21 to go in the first quarter. Cardinal, Mooney, and Riverview meeting for the third time in the last 3 years. It was a Riverview win last year, but a Cardinal Mooney win in the year before that. Both road teams have won in both contests so far. Again, they'll give it on the ground, and he is met right away. Great pursuit right there from Bryce Folta as he wraps him up for a loss of 3 on the play. And there's no secret that that's the bread and butter of this Riverview offense so far this season. It's been the run game. Whether it's been Isaiah Belt or whether it's been Anthony Miller on the keeper, 3 straight run plays. Cardinal Mooney ready for it that time. Brings up 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12.
Joshua Edwards now the back. Preziquez alone on the left side. They will go to that quarterback keeper, and he is brought to the ground.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. Take it down by number 23, Jaden Burnett. And that'll bring up 3rd and long.
Jaden Burnett read it perfectly, and it brings up 3rd down and long.
3rd down and 19.
Rams backed up in their own territory, facing a 3rd down and long after 2 consecutive run plays go for negative yards. Miller has to get it off, and he's not going to. We'll see if a timeout was called. It was. A timeout by the Rams to keep it at 3rd down and 19. 7:15 remaining here in quarter number 1. The Rams will face 3rd down and long when we come back.
Quick reminder, update, the West concession stand is closed this evening to all food sales, but they do have drinks. So if you are over at the west end of the stadium and you still want something to drink, the West concession stand is open, and there is also a pop-up blue tent located on the Cardinal Mooney sideline with full concession sales available. Thank you.
Third down and 19. Rams go 5 out. Cougars show pressure. They bring it off his back foot, going down the field, and it is incomplete. Should have been intercepted. Preston Weiser could not get his hands on it. And it is going to be 4th down, and the Rams will have to punt it away.
Bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 19, and the Rams will send out the punt team.
Looked like he might have had Joshua Edwards, but underthrew him. So both teams will pick up 1 first down and then be forced to punt it away. Bo O'Daniel back deep to receive at the 40-yard line. Cougars might get a hold of this one. It is blocked. It'll take a subtle Riverview bounce, and the Cougars will have great field position to start their 2nd drive of the game past midfield and at the 43.
Next drive in Riverview territory near the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
There's been a couple times this year that the Rams have struggled getting punts away or letting extra points get blocked. And once again, another example of it there. It's the 2nd blocked punt of the year for the Cougars. 1st down and 10 at the 43-yard line. Minery looking over the middle. Got got a man, and it's incomplete.
Henry's pass on first down goes
Was
incomplete.
looking for Raymond Mosley,
Looking for number 1, Raymond
but could
Mosley.
not hold on to it. That's back-to-back play. The Cougars probably should have had a catch.
Second and 10.
With just a lapse in coverage right there. Jaden Wheeler late to react. Brings up 2nd down and 10. Another break for the Rams. In motion is Galloway. It's the quarterback keeper. And Hale Durfee meets him from behind, but not after a gain of 5. And it is 3rd down and 5 for the Cougars, but probably in 4-down territory here.
Gain of 5 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 5.
The Rams have done a solid job at containing the run game, but here is Jackson in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, dumps it off to Mosley, and Mosley finds some room up the sideline, and he has the 1st down yardage.
Taken out of bounds near the 26-yard line. And we'll have enough for a Cougars 1st down.
A simple dump off that Mosley was ready for, and it brings up 1st down and 10 inside the 25-yard line. I'll make that at the 26. First down and 10. Mooney in the shotgun. Drops back. Fires over the middle, and he overthrows his intended receiver. Was looking for his tight end, Wyatt Hassenlop.
Get over number 21, Wyatt Hassenlop. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Three out wide for the Cougars. Hassenlop posing as a blocker. Deron Parks back in the game. Just went out for an injury. Dump off to Mosley, and he is wrapped up right away by Anton Clough. Read it perfectly, and it brings up 3rd down and long. That's a textbook open field tackle. A big one for the junior linebacker. Cougars 1 of 2 on 3rd down so far. They're faced with 3rd down and long at their own 26. Galloway in motion. Fakes it. Throws it down the field. And Jaden Wheeler thought he had an interception, but it is knocked down. And it is going to bring up 4th down and 10. And now it's decision time for Cardinal Mooney.
Penalty flag on the near side of the field.
There is a penalty flag, so we will await the marker. It's going to be on Cardinal Mooney. And it looks like the Rams will decline this, and they will. So it'll bring up 4th down, and Cardinal Mooney will stay on the field. 4th down and 10. Their kicker, Cade Fessler, missed one from about 45 earlier in warmups. Under pressure. A holding, possibly. They're not going to call it. Mooney, can he get there? He cannot. The Rams knock him down 2 yards short, and they come away with the 4th down stop. Mooney turned nothing into something, but it wasn't enough. Rams will take the field when we come back after the water break. They come up with the 4th down stop. 0-0 halfway through quarter number 1.
Sponsors and supporters of Riverview Rams football.
Welcome back on into the Ram Bowl. 5:13 remaining here in quarter number 1. Drive number 2 for the Rams after their 4th down stop on defense. And off up the middle, Isaiah Belt bounces off some tacklers and able to pick up 6 yards on the ground. It's been all run so far for the Rams. 5 plays, 5 runs.
Second down and 3 for the 26.
Three wide receivers out to the left for the Rams. Cougars show pressure. Hands it off. Isaiah Belt trying to bounce to the outside, and he will have enough for the first down. Marked right out at about the 30-yard line. And that's going to be the name of the game for the Rams. The Rams know the Cougars have an explosive offense, a big play type of offense, a lot of explosive plays for the Cougars this year. And the Rams, they got to be able to slow it down. They haven't had the big play like they've had in years past. They've had a lot of long rushing touchdowns in years past, but they really haven't had one of those this season. It's kind of a grinded out type of feel for the Rams offense to this point in the season against these top quality opponents. We saw it against Booker. They were run for 4 or 5 yards, and it worked. The first down give goes to Joshua Edwards, and he's chopped down to the ground after a tackle made by K.J. Brown. It's a gain of 2.
Number 8, Chris McCorkle makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8, Rams in no rush. Joshua Edwards to back with Torian James in motion. A flag does come flying as the handoff to Joshua Edwards goes nowhere. He's met right at the line of scrimmage. See if this is a legal motion. And that's exactly what it is. And we'll see if they back him up or decide to decline it and bring up 3rd down.
And it looks like the Cougars have declined the penalty, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 32.
Third down and 8. Anthony Miller in the shotgun with Joshua Edwards, Jaden Key, and Miles Perziquez lined out to the left. It's Torian James in motion. Dump off to Torian, and it is incomplete. A little bit out in front, and the Rams will be forced to punt it away for their 2nd time tonight. Delfau set to
Number 36, Nick Delfau on the
punt it away for his 2nd time. His first one got blocked. It was a minimal block. Still was able to get about 10, 15 yards on the punt. He'll be looking for a much better one here. O'Daniel back deep to receive. And he does get it off just in time. They'll let it bounce. It takes a Cougar bounce, and it will be downed at the 42-yard line. The Cougars with, once again, great field position to open their drive. We come back with the tie game, 3:13 to go in the first quarter. Oh, roughing the kicker, and the Rams offense will come back out onto the field. A huge break for the Rams. We saw them with the block last time, and Delfau went down. He was complaining he wanted it then. Didn't get it, but he'll get it this time, and it's a fresh set of downs for the Rams. So instead of the Cougars starting on their own 42-yard line, it'll be the Rams who pick up their drive at their own 47.
First set of downs for the Rams. They'll begin now 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Anthony Miller, the quarterback keeper, and nobody had him on the sideline. Anthony Miller pushed out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. The Rams take the roughing the passer penalty to their advantage. Again, we talked about it. That's going to be the name of the game. Run the football, and then they'll occasionally pull out the Anthony Miller run. They stopped it on the first time for a loss of 5, but the Cougar defense not ready for it there. And Anthony Miller, faster than a lot of dual-threat quarterbacks. He's got that unexpected speed. So it brings up 1st down and 10 inside the Cougars' 30-yard line. They'll give it to Belt. Belt follows his blockers, and Isaiah Belt dives, and he's pushed out of bounds inside the 5. Just a patient run right there from Isaiah Belt. Falls his blockers perfectly, waits for the seam to arrive, and then takes it right up the sideline. It's 1st down and goal at the 3. Rams trying to punch in the first score in this rivalry game. They'll give it to Belt, and Belt in the end zone. The Rams take advantage of the roughing the kicker, and they open the scoring late in quarter number 1. That is exactly how you take a kind of mental mistake by the Cougars and punch it right into them. Brody Carroll on to attempt the extra point.
Good snap, good hold, kick.
And it's good. 2:55 remains here in quarter number 1. And Isaiah Belt gets the Rams on the board early. It's Riverview 7, Cardinal Mooney nothing.
Brody Carroll out to take it away. Number 6, LaRon Coy, back deep to receive.
Brody Carroll to boot this one away for the Rams. It's Raymond Mosley back deep to receive. And he will let it go out of bounds. It takes a weird bounce.
Out of bounds.
And an unfortunate break for Brody Carroll. And once again, Cardinal Mooney will have great starting field position to begin this drive. Started their last drive at the Riverview 42-yard line and were not able to capitalize. Were stopped on 4th down and 10. It was a Mindery run for about 8 yards before the Rams were able to swarm in and make the tackle. First down and 10 for the Cougars.
First and 10 for the Cougars.
This explosive offense has been shut down so far early in this one. It's a quarterback keeper for Minnery.
Quarterback keeper for
Able to pick up around 5, maybe 6 yards on the carry. We talked about it in the open. Devin Minnery, a dual threat quarterback, 664 passing yards coming into this one with 10 touchdowns, but it counts for 456 rushing yards, along with 6 touchdowns, with 3 of those games rushing for over 100 yards. He is no joke on the ground. This time it's a dump off to Bo O'Daniel. O'Daniel shaves off a tackler, and the ball comes free, and Jamon Thompson is on it for the Rams. Oh, and he stays on his feet. Are you serious? A flag does come out late. It might be after the play, but Jamon Thompson jumps on the loose ball. Bo O'Daniel coughed it up and will sort out the penalty, but it looks like great starting field position for the Rams to try and add on to their lead. They're going to give them a sideline warning so it will not affect the yardage.
So the Rams are going to get to start this drive, 1st and 10. Ball will be at the 22-yard line.
1st down and 10 at the Cougar 22-yard line. And this is probably the worst start imaginable for the Cougars, coming in as a high-powered offense. They've really dominated every opponent they played this season, and now for the first time, kind of on their heels a little bit early in this one. It's a key drive for their defense as the Rams look up to go 2 scores early. Hands it off to Isaiah Belt, and Belt trickles ahead for about a 4 or 5 yard gain. The Cougars bring in 5-6 players on the blitz about every single play so far in this one. The Rams content with sticking it on the ground, and it's worked so far. Miller gets him to jump offside. The 2nd time tonight he's got him with that snap.
And the indication coming in is an encroachment penalty on the defense.
And it'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
It will now be 2nd and 1. They'll place the football down near the 18-yard line.
Second down and 1 here for the Rams. Trying to add on to their 7-0 lead. Isaiah Belt with the rushing touchdown just a few moments ago. Back on the ground. Belt picks up the 1st down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st down and goal for the Rams.
That run, that's going to move the chains. Good enough for Riverview. 1st down.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. And that's the exact mindset of this Rams offense right now. The run is working seemingly so far in this opening frame, and that's exactly what they're doing. And the Cougars, not a lot of bite back so far. Time dwindles down here in quarter number 1. It's 1st down and goal for the Rams. Isaiah Belt in the backfield. Miller, the keeper. Can he find the outside? No, he cannot. A nice tackle right there from K.J. Brown. And the Rams will most likely be more than content with running the clock out in this 1st quarter.
And it looks like the Rams are content to take this one to the 2nd
And
quarter.
a great 1st quarter for the Rams. The Cougars on their heels. It's 2nd down and goal when we come back for quarter number 2. Rams 7, Cougars.
Riverview Rams football, Eco-Clear products.
Second down and goal. Welcome back on in for the second quarter of this rivalry game between the Rams and the Cougars. Rams trying to punch in that second score of the game. Belt nowhere to go. A flag does come flying in. Belt could not get past the line of scrimmage. We'll await what the flag is. And it's going to be a chop block on the Rams.
We'll have a personal foul against the Rams, and this is going to be for a chop block or a block below the waist.
And this is going to set the Rams back 15 yards. And so it brings them back to the 22-yard line, which is not exactly in field goal range for the Rams. Brody Carroll, a young sophomore kicker, that's asking about a 40-yard field goal at the moment. They've got 2 plays to try and get some yardage back and make it a little easier or punch one in. 3 wide receivers to the left. On second and goal from the 22. On the ground, they'll give it to Edwards, and he is brought down after a gain of 2. Tackle made right there by Elijah Golden, the 4-star defensive lineman with offers from some of the top schools in the nation, with the likes of Michigan, Notre Dame, Washington, Florida, and many more. Joshua Edwards in motion. No running back set here for the Rams. Looking for Edwards in the end zone, and he overthrows him. And a flag does come flying out, and is it going to be pass interference? And we'll await the words of Jeff Phillips, the head officiating man for this crew tonight. And it's a pass interference on the Cougars. And again, that's the second time tonight that the Cougars have really hurt themselves. Looked like they got the ball at their own 42, the roughing the kicker, the Rams score, and then on third down and goal from the 20, a pass interference. And now it'll be first down and goal, or
first down. It should be first and
should be first down.
yeah, sure. It was a bold situation.
The officials will talk it over here, it looks like. They still have it marked as third down at the moment.
They hope I mean, that ball was 5-6 yards going out of bounds. Unless
And the play will happen. So it'll be third down and goal from the 10-yard line. Anthony Miller on the shotgun. Cougars show pressure. Miller looks over to the sideline, and the Rams are going to talk this one over before a crucial third down and goal. The Rams gifted another chance after the Cougars are called for a pass interference on third down and goal. We'll do it over on third and goal when we come back. 10:48 to go, quarter number 2. Rams 7, Cougars nothing.
District opponent.
should have stopped up here.
Welcome back on in. It's a big third down for the Rams. Third down and goal from the 10 after the pass interference on the Cougars. 5 wide receivers for the Rams.
Guys over there covered? Yeah. Just slid somebody over.
Key Wheeler and Joshua Edwards on the right.
Up the middle. Nope.
Pressure shown. Got to get it away. Fires it to Key, and it's knocked away.
Goes incomplete, looking for Jason.
And the box is drawn from McCaden Brown, the 3-star recruit.
And that'll bring up fourth down.
And the Rams will send out the young sophomore kicker, Brody Carroll.
We're going to send out the field goal team. It'll be Brody Carroll on to attempt with Nick Delphi holding and Aiden Rennick snapping it. Brody Carroll.
This will be a 27-yard field goal. Doesn't have the longest of range, but has been solid from short distance. Low snap, got it away,
And the kick is up.
and it is good. Brody Carroll nails it in from 27, and the Rams, early in quarter number 2, possess a 10-0 lead over the 17th ranked team in the state of Florida. Rams 10, Cougars ball when we come back.
Brody Carroll on to kick it away. Number 6, LaRon Bowie, back keeps your seat.
There at the 5-yard line, and a nice run back by Doze. He's got some space. Can Carroll make the tackle? No, he cannot. He is almost gone. He's wrapped up by Micah Hayes inside the 20-yard line. What a return from LaRon Doze, and the Cougars are back in business.
Sorry, who returned that? Who's the guy who returned that? All right, what we got, Coach? Yes, sir.
First down and 10 inside the 15-yard line here for the Cougars. A big, big response after not having all the momentum.
You're not reading my tweets?
First and 10 for the Cougars.
First down and 10. Inside the 15, the hands off up the middle to Jackson, and he is stuffed. Kayvon Love and Hale Durfee in on the stop.
About a yard on the play.
It's a gain of 1 on the play, if that. Jackson been relatively held in check tonight.
Down in 9.
Mooney looking towards the end zone, has his man. It's a touchdown.
For a Cougars
Young puts in the first one for the Cougars, and a quick strike to get right back in this game.
Young.
And just soft coverage right there from the cornerback, who plays a lot of wide receiver for the Rams, Jaden Wheeler. Just late to react to it, kind of sits back in the end zone. And the extra point is up, and it is good. Just sneaks in the right side. A big-time response from the Cougars. 9:50 to go here in quarter number 2. And the Cougars pull within 3. 10-7. Rams ball when we come back.
Kessler on to kick it away for the Cougars. For James, that keeps your C for the Rams.
A short kick that will be returned by Torian James, and Torian James will not have that same success. Brought down at around the 20-yard line. A big drive coming up here for the Rams. Had all the momentum early in this one. And a kickoff return down to the 15-yard line by the Rondeaus. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point game in the blink of an eye. First down and 10 inside their own 20. They hand it off to Isaiah Belt, and he is going to be wrapped up after a gain of 1. It's Elijah Golden, the star on this defensive line for the Cougars.
Second and 8.
Miller in the shotgun. Torian James goes in motion. They'll give it to him, and he is tripped up from behind. Great pursuit right there from Greg Robinson, and the Rams are backed up here on third down.
That'll bring up third down, and it looks to be third and about 14.
Torian James just a little bit late to break on that reverse, and Greg Robinson sprints out of the backfield to make the play, and it brings third down and around 14 coming up. Rams haven't had to pass much tonight, but they're going to have to here. Belt over to the left side on third down and 14. Pressure. Miller gets it away. Has Jaden Wheeler, but it is overthrown. Pressure right there from Jaden Burnett, who has 3 sacks on the year already and almost had number 4. And again, you look at that play, Cougars, almost every play tonight have brought 6 players on the blitz. An extra guy on the left, an extra guy on the right. And that time, it was Jaden Burnett who got that extra pressure, forcing Anthony Miller to just toss that one up. And yes, he's got single coverage, but he does not have the time to make an accurate throw there. And so even though Wheeler had him beat, to no avail. Forced to punt it away, and a horrendous punt. He shakes it, and it takes a bounce at the 40, and Halpern there to pin it, and the Cougars now have a chance to take the lead. 10-7 the score, and the Cougars offense once again in great field position, and they've won the field position battle the whole day. Now an opportunity to get the lead back. First down and 10 at the Rams 41.
Yes, sir. He's right at the edge of the end.
Hand off to Jackson on the right side, trying to follow his blockers, and he does. Evades one, past the first down marker. Joshua Edwards forces him out of bounds. But a great block right there from Mason Jordan on the edge to kind of pave the way for Jackson to hit the sideline. First down and 10 at the 29. Mooney hands it off, and the Rams are all over that one. Hale Durfee and Jamon Thompson there to clean it up. And it's a loss of about 2 yards on the carry.
Number 24, Jamon Thompson, as well as number 11, Hale Durfee in there to make initial contact. Loss of a couple on the play.
Second down and 12. Jackson over to the right side. Switch back. The second down throw, looking and has a receiver, and it is a first down for the Cougars. Has his tight end Wyatt Hasselop. Not a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and Mooney able to just calmly make that throw. A nice route right there on the out route by Hasselop, and it brings up first down and 10 inside the red zone. The handoff to Jackson, trying to find the outside, and he is pushed out of bounds at the 10-yard line by Levi Ruffton.
A 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Second down and 4. Cougars knocking on the door of taking the lead. It's a quarterback keeper, and it's a beautiful one. The dual threat Devin Mooney walks in for his 7th rushing touchdown of the season, and in the blink of an eye, the Cougars take the lead at the Ramble. Just a beautiful play design. Fake the sweep, and Devin Mooney, a beautiful pullback, and is able to take it easily into the end zone. And on to attempt the extra point is Liam Bowers, the junior, and he knocks it through. And after a 10-0 start just 4 minutes ago, the Cougars respond with back-to-back touchdowns and have the lead. 14-10. Rams will have the ball, trying to take the lead back when we come back.
Fessler on to kick it away. Corey James back deep to receive.
And Torion James lets it go in the end zone, but it died down right as it went into the back of the end zone. So first down and 10 for the Rams, and they're going to need a drive here. It's kind of slowed down. They got the field goal, but then the Cougars had a kickoff return down to the 16-yard line. Were able to punch it in 2 plays later, and then a 3-and-out. Cougars drive right down the field, and all of a sudden, what was a 10-0, not comfortable, but a nice lead has turned into a 4-point deficit for the Rams as they try and dig out of this hole. Anthony Miller on the shotgun. Hand off to Edwards. The ball popped out, but Edwards able to pick it up and pick up the first down as well.
Takes it to the 36-yard line. With that run,
That's just great control right there from Joshua Edwards. Avoids disaster and then is able to pick up 15 yards on the carry. Joshua Edwards, he's been mainly a wide receiver here for the Rams. He's been integrated into the run game at times, but he was a 900-yard rusher last year at Braden River. He's no slouch at the running back position, although not his priority. They'll fake the handoff, and it's a bad exchange. And who's got it? Anthony Miller able to fall back on it. And it'll be a loss of 6 yards, and Miller lost his helmet, so Carrillo's going to have to come in at quarterback. If you're Cardinal Mooney here, the young sophomore quarterback, he's looked solid in the games that he has played so far, in the games that Anthony Miller were not played at. However, Cougars should bring some extra pressure here. Not likely that the Rams are going to throw this one. 2nd down and 19. And they will. They'll give it to Belt, and he is taken to the ground.
Number 5, Isaiah Belt. And he will get back to about the 27-yard line.
McCaden Brown on the stop, and it brings up 3rd down and 19. Third down and 19. They'll dump it off to Edwards. Edwards has some space. Can he make some man miss? And he does. And the ball comes in. No, it's his helmet.
And the pass is completed to number 3, Joshua Edwards, able to pick up positive yardage towards the 43-yard line.
Edwards was able to turn that 3rd and 19 and make it interesting. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is. The refs conjuring at the 40-yard line as we await the call. Rams are about 3 yards short. However, still awaiting what the penalty is. Jake Phillips goes back to pick up the flag and now drops it back at around the 30-yard line, and still nothing official. And after all that, it's just a holding.
This will take away that play from Edwards, and we'll have timeout on the field for our mid-quarter water break.
And we will have the mid-quarter water break at the 4:55 mark here in quarter number 2. Rams are going to be faced with a 3rd down and forever when we come back. The Cougars with a 14-10 lead on the road at the Ramble.
7:30 here at the
Third down and 26 for the Rams. Pressure, dump off to Jaden Wheeler, and Jaden Wheeler's got some room, cuts up the field, and is brought down at the 39-yard line. And Anthony Miller looks like he might be staying on the field. They're going to have Anthony Miller punt it away.
He can punt though.
Now they set up to go. Miller trying to get him to jump. No, they will. No, he will punt. After all that, and it's a good punt at that. Can it stay in? It is too good of a punt.
Miller will punt it away, but it rolls into the end zone. It'll be a touchback.
The Cougars will start the drive at the 20 and try and add to their lead as they go into halftime. 14-10 the score when we come back.
Stay tuned. Coming up at halftime, we'll have another performance for the best band in the land. The Riverview High School Guilty Band halftime show will be coming up in just a bit. It's still 3:49 to go in the first half. Cougars will begin from their own 20 with all 3 timeouts.
First down and 10, 3:49 to go here in the first half. Jackson trying to hit the edge, and he cannot. Tripped up on the play by Anton Clough, and it's a loss of 3 as Jackson's slow to get up as he'll head off to the sideline.
Looks to be the 16.
A loss of 4 on the play, and it brings up second down and 14. This is a big drive for both of these teams. The Rams get the ball to start the second half. You go down 14-10 at the halftime, and you're feeling comfortable. You like where you're at. You're in a good spot, but going down double digits is going to put you in a really tough spot. And a flag does come out here. And the Cougars are starting to back up, and it's on them.
5-yard penalty. It'll still be second down, and it'll now be second and 19.
The Cougars' 5th penalty of the game. They've had 40 yards of penalties, and those yards have come at the worst of times. The second down play, it'll dump off over to the right side, and it's going to be complete. A gain of around 10 yards for Chemistry Young. Sets up third down and manageable, third down and 8. Chemistry Young, the touchdown score for the first touchdown score for the Cougars tonight. It's a quarterback keeper, and Mooney will not get there. Met by a swarm of Rams at the 25-yard line.
And he'll pick up positive yardage near the 28.
It'll be 4th and 4. Or make that 3. And they're going to go for it.
Davidson will come in.
The backup quarterback comes on in for this 4th down. Trying to get him to jump. And we'll see if the Cougars are actually going to go for it, and I don't believe they will. Davidson looking over to the sideline. Play clock winds down. A timeout called by the Cougars, and a much-needed stop for this Riverview defense. They needed it in the worst of ways, and they got it. .202, time for the Rams to pull out a 2-minute drill and try and add some points before the halftime break. The Rams will receive the kick to start the second half, but will try and take the lead or make it a 1-point game heading into the break.
So the Cougars do send out their punt team. Torrey James back deep to receive for the Rams. And now the Rams look like they're going to call a timeout.
And the Rams will call a timeout, and that's their final one of this half.
The first half.
So an interesting decision here by Coach Smithers, but saw something he did not like. 4th down and 3. Wyatt Hassenlop back to punt this one away with 2:02 to go here in the first half. Rams hardly bring anybody. Torian James comes up and he coughs it up, but he's able to fall right back on it.
It looked like Riverview had fallen back on it, and they will recover it near
Torian James tried to make a quick jump start on the ball. Lucky to fall back on it. Was almost fell. Someone who almost fell on it was Blake Rowland. But Torian James able to corral it at midfield where the Rams will take over. So 1st down and 10, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Can the Rams retake the lead going into the halftime break? Anthony Miller in the shotgun. There goes Wheeler in motion. The give. Belt has the outside. Isaiah Belt. Can he get there? He's taken down inside the 10-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle from Jaden Burnett. And the Rams are right in business. Isaiah Belt's had a really nice game for himself. Cougars got some great pressure coming off the right side of the defensive line, but just ran beautifully by Belt and quick enough to evade that guy who was steaming off the right. First down give goes for about a yard. Miller talking it over with his offensive line. Torian James, Jaden Wheeler, and Miles Perziquez out wide. Kean Belt back with Miller. Belt taken down to the ground. Met right away by the junior defensive end, Bryce Foldo.
And a timeout is going to be called.
And a timeout by Cardinal Mooney with 55 seconds.
They'll have one timeout remaining with 55 seconds left. And the Rams will be faced with 3rd and goal from now outside the 10. They're going to move the ball back to the 11.
Third down and goal from the 11-yard line coming up. A 40-yard run by Isaiah Belt. Got him inside the 10-yard line. They've gone backwards here on first and second goal. And so now 55 seconds remain. Can the Rams strike it in on third and goal? Wheeler in motion. Miller over the middle. Torian James. He cannot haul it in. It's right through his hands. And the Rams are going to be forced to settle for a field goal.
Every throw off his back foot. Every throw. He's just slinging it out there.
This one from 1 yard longer than it was last time. 28 yards to make it a 1-point game with 50 seconds to go in the first half. Good snap, good hold, and Brody Carroll right down the middle. A 1-point game here at the Ramble between two bitter rivals. But that's twice now that the Rams have gotten inside the 10-yard line, had goal to goal, and the Cougars defense has been stout and made the stand. Cougars lead by 1. We'll see if there's time for the Cougars to get anything going. They'll have one timeout on their final drive. The Rondos had a deep kick last time, and it's a squib kick that will go out of bounds.
Out of bounds, penalty flag is out.
Much better for the Rams than the last kickoff that was returned by Doze all the way down to the 16-yard line, which kind of got things going for the Cougars. They had been stopped inside the 30-yard line of the Rams earlier, but they hadn't had much working for them on the offensive side of the ball. But that explosive play made for an easy touchdown to Commissioner Young, and then on the next drive, it was an easy walk-in touchdown for Devin Minnery, which saw the Cougars take a 14-10 lead before Brody Carroll made it a 1-point game just moments ago. Minnery over the middle, and it is incomplete.
And a pass over the middle goes incomplete.
The hell is 3 running on the field the last second?
That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Joshua Edwards in coverage there.
Intended target was number 4, Marcus Galloway. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Joshua Edwards ran late onto the field there. Was right in the midst of coverage as well. Rams only had 10 before he ran on. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. 40 seconds to go. Thrown over the right side, and it is incomplete.
Goes incomplete.
3rd down and 10. Minnery letting it air out over these past couple of drives.
If I'm the Rams, I use all my timeouts. They don't make it here. Rams don't use timeouts?
3rd down and 10, ball at the 35-yard line. Minnery in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. Quick throw to the right side. It is Young. Can he get the first down? It's going to be close. Marked a yard short, and there is a flag.
43. Penalty flag is down.
So they'll spot him 2 yards short, and we'll await the flag. Cougars are backing up.
Accept the penalty, make it 4th down.
An illegal man downfield, and it will back the Cougars up. 28 seconds to go here in the half.
It's hard. You can make it 4th down and 2. We're going to go for it.
5-yard penalty.
They'll back him up. It'll be 3rd down and around 19. Jeff Phillips meets with one of his crewmates to talk something over. We'll await if this means anything.
The ball will be placed at the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 14.
Third down and 14. It'll be a keeper, and he is brought to the ground.
Keeper for Mooney, and he is going to be brought down after a
We'll
pickup
bring up
of
4th down.
3.
The Rams don't have any timeouts, and that will take us to halftime at the Ramble. Back in 4th game, which sees the Cardinal Mooney Cougars over the Rams 14-13. A fun second half in store here on the Riverview Rams Sports Network. Cougars up 1 as we head to the break.
Cardinal Mooney Cougars 14, Riverview Rams 13. Coming up next, halftime show and performance from the best band in the land, the Riverview High School Kilty Band. Coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Riverview High School Kilty Band. The band is led on the field by drum majors Angel Negroni and Connor Smith. The band captain is Sean Burnius. Our principal dancer is Tatum Naldiri. The color guard captain is Ivy Steve. And our pipe major Our show this year features music from the British invasion. We open with a compilation of Beatles hits, Magical Mystery Tour, and Lady Madonna. We continue with the modern British band Coldplay's hit song, A Sky Full of Stars, featuring trumpet soloist Silas Powers. England meets Scotland as our bagpipers transition with Paul McCartney and Wings ballad, Mall of Kintyre, followed by the traditional or the Vows of Ballincollig, featuring our Highland dancers. In 1975, Queen released their album, A Night at the Opera, which contained a hit that is now listed in the Guinness Book of Records as the top British single of all time. The Kilties closed tonight's performance with that iconic rock chart that is featured in the film Wayne's World. This is Bohemian Rhapsody. and gentlemen, the Riverview High School Kilty Band. The Kilties would like to thank their generous sponsors, Chick-fil-A, Pelican Plaza, Fruitville Walk-In Urgent Care, Visit Sarasota, Mockingbird Tattoo Company, and Oakley Landscaping. Once again, thank you all for your continued support.
Let's hear it one more time for the best band in the land, the Riverview High School Kilty Band. While we've got a moment, let's check some scores from around the area. In the fourth quarter, Northport 14, Hardy 13. In the third quarter, Booker 49, Bayshore nothing. In the third quarter, Manatee 35, Palmetto nothing. In the third quarter, Mariner 21, Charlotte 20. At halftime, Lakewood Ranch 15, Gateway 14. At halftime, Estero 25, Lemon Bay 12. At halftime, Clearwater Central Catholic 13, Venice 21. And at halftime, Port Charlotte 25, Dunbar nothing. Also, a reminder to all fans and spectators, once you leave the Ramble, once you exit the stadium, there is no re-entry permitted. So once you leave the stadium, you are no longer allowed back in without purchasing another ticket. Thank you.
'cause I'll be living with regret. I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. And I don't wanna love again, 'cause I'll be living with regret. You came back to me. I don't drink or drink.
Welcome back on in. We are live here at the Ramble, and boy, do we have a fun one on our hands tonight. Cougars lead 14-13 at the break. The Rams jumped off to an early 10-0 lead, but a nice kickoff return by LaRon Doze. A 75-yard return brought him inside the 20-yard line. They were able to capitalize and score a touchdown. Then a quick 3-and-out and a touchdown again, and the Cougars took a 14-10 lead. And right before halftime, the Rams were able to kick a 28-yard field goal off the leg of Brody Carroll, which makes it a 1-point game going in to the third quarter. The Rams will receive it. And this is exactly the type of game you expect during rivalry week. Hot, competitive, fiery. These two teams don't like each other. These players don't like each other. And they've got one half to settle who's going to win this in-city rivalry. Only 4 miles separates these two teams on Proctor and Fruitville Road. Who's going to come away with this one? The Rams and Cougars, half number 2, coming up real soon.
Cause I'll be living with regret.
'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining? 'Cause when you're with me, baby, don't you see I'm shining?
First half, passing the football. Anthony Miller in the first half with only 1 completion for 20 yards in 7 attempts. He did account for 19 rushing yards. Minry, on the other hand, with 4 completions on 11 attempts for 48 yards and a touchdown throw to Chemistry Young. Isaiah Belt, though, carrying the load for this Riverview offense. 78 yards on the ground on 14 rushes. He's got the only touchdown for the Rams to this point in this game. Half number 2 about to get underway at the Ramble. Torian James back deep to receive, and it will bounce into the end zone. And so the Rams will start their first drive at the 20. There is a flag. Looks like it very well could be an offside here on the Cougars. We'll await this call.
I'll wait for the indication, but it looks like a member of the Cougars got a little bit
And
of a
it
head
won.
start
So
on
it'll
the
be
kick.
a re-kick here.
Looks like they are going to assess them a 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
Cougars will be forced to kick it from their own 35-yard line as they will do it over. Half number 2 officially underway now as Torian James catches it at the 9-yard line. Trying to make a big play, and he stays on his feet, avoiding some tacklers before he is thrown down to the ground. An aggressive tackle right there from Mason Jordan. Another penalty flag. This one looks like it'll be a holding on the Rams.
That's why you get the big balls.
And waiting to call from the officials as they continue to deliberate.
And the penalty is going to be called on the Cougars.
A
Illegal touching. It'll move the Rams 15 yards up the field, and so they will start the opening drive of the half inside their own 40.
Second goal, it's sideline interference.
So first down and 10 for the Rams to open half number 1. It's Anthony Miller in the shotgun. Right back to the ground for Isaiah Belt, and he is met by a swarm of Cougars. The Rams have found their identity on the ground tonight, but it's really been their only identity. They only have attempted 7 passes, only 1 completion in the air tonight for 20 yards. Not often you only have 20 passing yards and are only down by 1, but the Rams right in there. It's second down and 12. Cardinal Mooney has some of the best cornerbacks in the nation. Hand off again. Isaiah Belt stays on his feet and gets wrapped up just shy of midfield. And it's going to bring up third down and short now for the Rams.
And the Rams are going to have it right at midfield and be set up with a third down and 2.
Some of those key guys for the Cougars, Chris McCorkle, a Kansas commit, a 3-star. Along with Colton Davis, who has 2 fumble recoveries and an interception on the year. It's third down and 3 at midfield for the Rams on their opening drive of half number 1. Miller with 2 on the play clock, got to get it off. A quick screen, and he is met right away.
Miller's pass goes incomplete, looking for James.
That is great coverage right there from Colton Davis.
It'll be fourth down and
Decision time now for the Rams. And the punt team will come on. Delfau will boot it away. He's had 1 blocked already tonight.
Out the punt team. It'll be Nick Delfau to punt it away.
Cougars have gotten great pressure on both punts tonight, besides the one that Anthony Miller did a quick punt on. Gets it away, no problem there. Can Aiden Rennick get there? He will let it bounce, and he will down it inside the 5-yard line at the 3. Great punt by Nick Delfau to make up for the bust one earlier. And the Cougars will be backed up for their first drive here in the second half. And they haven't done much on the offensive side of the ball. All drives that they've started on their own side of the field have not gone anywhere. However, when they've been gifted great field position like they have a couple of times tonight, the Cougars have been able to capitalize and punch it in when they started at the 16, at the Riverview 16 and at the Riverview 42-yard line. First down and 10 at the 3. Hands off, and he is met right away. Hale Durfee. And a generous spot right there. They'll give him a yard on the carry.
With forward progress, he picked up a yard. It'll be
second down and 9. Jackson lined up to the left of Mooney. Right back to him. Found the hole, and Anton Clough will wrap him up just a yard shy of the first down marker. Third down, and a crucial one at that. The Rams trying to force a 3 and out and kind of gain back the field position battle that they have been losing throughout this game. It's third down and 1. And Jackson is going to be stuffed. It's going to be close and depend on the spot. And they are going to mark him short. Or no, they are going to give it to him.
It looks like he is going to have just enough for a Cougars first down. It'll be first and 10 from the 13.
Just enough for the first down. 8:43 remaining here in quarter number 3. Cougars lead by 1 over the Rams. Trying to keep their undefeated season alive as Mooney, the quarterback keeper, goes for about 2 on the play. Cardinal Mooney won the state championship last year, and again, an impressive win over Bishop Verot, 49-28, has them at 17th in the state of Florida at the moment. One of their highest rankings ever. Second down and 7. Back to Jackson on the ground, and he kind of slipped at the 15-yard line, and it's going to bring up third down and around 8.
A loss of 2 on the play. That's going to bring up third.
The Cougars
down.
once again faced with a third down. 2 of 4 on third down conversions to this point in the game. Henry in the shotgun. Looking towards that right side. Low throw was looking for Young, and it is incomplete.
And that'll bring up fourth down.
So the Rams defense, after a great punt by Nick Delfau, will force a punt of their own. And the Rams, again, we talked about it, the field position battle. Seemed like Cardinal Mooney was starting inside Riverview territory the entire first half. Now they get that chance to flip field position and get the lead back. Rams don't bring pressure. It's a high punt. It's going to bounce in front of the 50-yard line and go out of bounds in Cougar territory. 7:19 to go here in quarter number 3. Rams trying to take the lead when we come back. I'm going to read sponsors at the next one.
First and 10, ball at the 46.
First down and 10, ball at the 46 for the Rams. Hands off to Isaiah Belt, and he goes nowhere again. Chris McCorkle and Elijah Golden in on the stop.
12 coming up.
The two best defensive players on the Cougars defense making plays. The Cougars have done a nice job adjusting to that Riverview run game to start this second half. The Rams are going to have to try and switch something up. They've been doing it throughout the entire game, but the run game has been shut down as of recent. They're going to have to open up the passing game as they meet them behind the line of scrimmage again. This time it is Bryce Fulda, and it's third down and long.
The Rams are going to lose yardage once again now back into Riverview territory to their own 49.
Cardinal Mooney is just all over it.
Down and 15.
Brody Wiseman, the second-year offensive coordinator, going to have to get in his bag here on third down and long. Miller in the shotgun. He's got a 5 wide receiver set. Isaiah Belt, normally the running back, lined up in the slot. He goes in motion. Dump off to Belt. Stays on his feet. And he's not going to get the first down. They're going to mark him out of bounds before he got back to the original line of gain. And the Rams will be forced to punt it away yet again.
And that will bring up fourth down.
That's textbook defense right there by the Cougars. Stuff him on the run, stuff him on the run. Force the Rams to pass the ball. The Rams, they haven't had success with the pass game tonight. That's only their second completion on the pass. 22, 23 passing yards. That's it, and we're halfway through quarter number 3. And when you get the Rams into spots where they have to pass the ball, that's when you're putting yourself in the best position to win the game. See if Del Fowl can match his last punt. That one's not as good. Goes out of bounds. Well, short, and they're going to mark it past the 20, past the 25, past the 30. No, right at the 30.
Right at the 30-yard line. So Cardinal Mooney will begin this next drive.
It's about a 20-yard punt for Nick Del Fowl, and the Cougars up by 1 with the ball. 5:11 to go, third quarter. Want to thank some of our sponsors here tonight on the Riverview Rams Sports Network. New Concept Construction, Eco Clear, Crunch Fitness Bee Ridge, Chick-fil-A Pelican Plaza, Mullet Aluminum, and Applebee's on Clark Road. Thank you for your support of Riverview Rams football.
Don't forget, once again, coming up next Friday night, back here at the Ram Bowl at John Sprague Field. The Rams in action once again with a district matchup as the Rams will take on Lehigh. Kickoff at 7:30 next Friday night.
Second drive of the half for the Cougars. Trying to muster up their first long drive of the game.
First and 10, Cougars at their own 30. And Minnery's going to keep it himself and be taken down.
And
by
the
number
first
11,
down
Hilton.
run by Minnery goes nowhere. Minnery, we talked about him being that dual threat quarterback, averages 76 yards per game on the ground, nowhere near that mark so far. He does have that 7-yard rushing touchdown earlier. Thompson drills Minnery on the throw, but he got it away in time to Young, and it's going to bring up a third down and 4. First time that the Rams defense has been able to generate pressure.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
Third down and 4. Already 4:36 to go remaining in the third quarter. It's been a quick moving third quarter. Tight one here at the Ramble. Third down. Minnery throws, and it's knocked away, incomplete.
Goes incomplete.
That is great coverage right there from Jaden Wheeler to knock it away. And the Cougars will be forced to punt it away.
For Young, and it'll be 4th and 4.
A defensive battle here in half number 2. As Torian James makes his way back out to around the 40-yard line to return this punt. It's a low snap. He's able to get it away. And it's a poor punt.
And the punt will go
So back-to-back poor punts by both of these teams. And the Rams will be set up in golden field position. They'll start at the 43-yard line. When we come back, the Rams down by 1 late in quarter number 3. First down and 10 coming up here for the Rams. Their 3rd drive. And they've been stuffed on the run this entire half. Let's see if they switch it up. Right back to the ground. And right back to the same old stout Mooney defense. KJ Brown in on the tackle from behind. And once again, it's a negative play on first down. That's 3 consecutive drives where the Rams are pinning themselves at the beginning of drives. Something has to change. It's been a run up the middle 3 straight drives. Torian James switches to the slot on the left side.
He's uncovered. He's uncovered. Coming again.
Cougars show pressure. And they run it again, and he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage again. Fulda in on the stop.
None back to the 40. And it's going to be 3rd and 13.
Rams are faced with a 3rd and long again. Miller has to deliver here. The Rams are 0-6 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Can they get their first? Miller off his back foot completes it, and it's a first down for the Rams. It's the speedy wide receiver Torian James who hauls it in.
2-yard line. That's going to move the chains. Good enough for Riverview. First down.
Cougars did exactly what you have to do. You have Anthony Miller throwing off his back foot, but a good route and a good catch right there in tough traffic by Torian James. And it's a much-needed first down for the Rams. They cross midfield. A field goal gives them the lead. Brody Carroll's hit from 27 and 28 tonight. Pressure. Throws it over the middle, and Jaden Key could not corral the low throw. And it is incomplete. And again, every single play tonight, Cardinal Mooney's bringing 5. They're bringing 6. They're forcing Miller to throw off his back foot and make a play. And that's why the Rams are having such a hard time trying to get away from the run game. .222 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hands off to Joshua Edwards, and Edwards churns his legs and picks up around 6 yards on the carry.
7-yard line.
And some players have to be separated before this 3rd down play.
We'll see where they officially will mark him down. So they'll place the ball at the 38.
Third down and 6 coming up for the Rams. Just picked up their first third down conversion on the last third down, and they're going to need it here again. They're going to keep it on the ground, and Isaiah Belt is met behind the line of scrimmage once again. This time it's LaRon Dews, and the Rams now face a decision. 4th down and 7. Do you trust Anthony Miller to make the throw in this 4th down spot?
It'll be 4th down and 9.
And that's exactly what it looks like they're going to do. They're going to put their trust in the quarterback. And Cardinal Mooney jumps.
Down. Yeah, that looks to be, wait to see the call here.
Cardinal Mooney once again in a critical spot with a bonehead penalty. That's their 8th penalty tonight, 75 yards worth of penalties. And it will make it 4th down and much more manageable. The implication's still the same. Rams need this one as time winds down in the 3rd quarter. And they got him again!
And another penalty is down.
2 4th down offsides, and the Rams are handed a Christmas present.
It's going to be an encroachment penalty on the defense.
Again, we just brought it up. In the critical moments, Cardinal Mooney's having the penalties when you can't have them. The roughing the kicker, which led to the Rams' opening touchdown. Now you're gifting them a 1st down on 4th and 9 in a 1-point game. And all of a sudden, a fresh of breath air for the Rams. Miller. And some movement again, a flag. And this time it'll be on the Rams.
It's going to go against the Rams. This will be a false start on the offense.
The 13th penalty of this game. This will most likely be the last play of the 3rd quarter, a very quick 3rd quarter at that. Miller has 3 on the play clock. He's got to get it off. Hands off to Belt. Can he do something? Finally, a positive gain. Gets back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 9 when we come back. There's a late flag, so hold on real quick before we get 4th down, or before we get the 4th quarter underway. A crucial call about to be made as we are about to begin quarter number 4. Refs conjure at about the 30-yard line.
The quarter is going to end with the Cougars leading the Rams by a score of 14-13, but we'll sort out the penalty.
Let's see what this flag
will be facing to start
holds.
The 4th quarter.
6 yards.
They're going to go ahead and talk to Coach Smithers. Head official tonight, Jake Phillips, continuing to talk it over.
1, 5, 10, and back the other way.
Still no decision.
It's on Riverview. What the hell are they talking to Smithers so much for? Explaining it to him? I mean,
This is a dead ball personal foul penalty against Riverview.
And a crucial penalty against the Rams. A dead ball personal foul. And after gaining some momentum, a 15-yard penalty is going to send them back to around the 45-yard line and be faced with second down and long. And that will take away any break we had for the third quarter. That will be the break. And it looks like quarter 4 is set to get underway. We'll see where they spot it here. What a fun one we've had on our hands tonight. A rivalry game within the city of Sarasota. 14-13. This is everything you could want and more. It's going to be second down and miles. Second down and 24 for the Rams. A really tough spot to be in. Rams go 5 out. And every time that the Rams have done this, Cardinal Mooney's brought 6 in pressure. We'll see what they do here. They show pressure. Belt goes in motion. On second and long. Pressure. Throws it. Got a man down the field. And he cannot haul it in. Was looking for Torion James, and LaRon Dews laid him out. LaRon Dews, who had the huge kickoff return earlier, makes a big-time play on second and long, which would have been first down.
So the third and 24.
Third and long. A screen. Joshua Edwards pushed down at around the 40, and the Rams will have no choice but to punt the football away and rely on their defense.
They'll bring up fourth down, and the Rams will send out the punt team.
That dead ball personal foul penalty, when you look back at the end of this game, the Rams had the ball at the 30-yard line. It would have been a long field goal, but it could have been a chance. From here, you're asking about 55 yards, which is too much to ask out of Brody Carroll. They'll need a great punt from Del Fowl. And they're going to get a solid one. It's going to take a Cougar bounce, but the Cougars will be backed up inside their own 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 15. 11:06 to go. Cougars up by 1 with the ball. Want to once again thank our sponsors tonight. New Concept Construction, Eco Clear, Crunch Fitness Bee Ridge, Chick-fil-A Pelican Plaza, Mullet Aluminum, and Applebee's on Clark Road. Thank you for your support of the Riverview Rams Sports Network. First down and 10. They'll give it to Galloway, and nobody's there for him. Galloway leaping past the first down marker, trying to hit up the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds across midfield, and the Cougars get a big play. The Cougars have been waiting all night for that big explosive play, and they get it there on the nice sweep to Galloway. A 35-yard run from Marcus Galloway. It's first down and 10 at midfield. They'll pitch it. Jackson has some blockers. And shaking and baking his way past Joshua Edwards, and it's good enough for a first down.
Pick up of about 11 on the play, and we'll have a Cougar first down at the Riverview 39.
Cougars in 2 plays, moving it right down the field. He's going to look for it all on this play, and he's got him inside the 5. Bo O'Daniel makes up for his fumble earlier, and the Cougars knocking on the door.
First and goal, Cougars.
Minry's been trying to hit the middle of the field all night long, and he finally breaks through and makes a play. O'Daniel redeems himself for earlier, and it's first down and goal at the 3-yard line. Handoff, Jackson. They thought he was going to keep it, but Jackson took it, and Jackson's into the end zone. The Cougars an extra point away from going up a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on the Rams. We talked about how penalties have been such a key part in this game, and the Rams were disciplined through the first part of the game. It's been Cardinal Mooney with the majority of the penalties tonight. However, Riverview, the dead ball personal foul as they're driving, and in turn, Cardinal Mooney takes advantage on defense, drives right down the field in 4 plays, and the Cougars lead 21-13. 10:06 to go here in quarter number 4. Rams trying to find an answer when we come back.
Corey James back deep to receive for the Rams. Fessler will pick it away.
Riverview down by 8 here in quarter number 4 against the rival Cardinal Mooney. They need a drive, a big one. And a flag does come flying out. It looks like they're going to get unnecessary roughness on Preston Weiser, maybe a late shove after the kick. We'll see if that's what the ref saw. Came in at about the spot where Preston made the push.
And we've got a dead ball.
And that's exactly what it is.
So that'll tack on additional yardage to the end of this one.
It's 10 penalties for 95 yards.
And the Rams are going to get to start this drive now from the 35. It'll be first and 10.
10 penalties, 95 yards for the Cougars. It has been a very undisciplined game for them. A lot of them whose personal fouls that have been 15 yards. They're not just penalties, they're long penalties. So the Rams will begin this crucial drive at the 35-yard line. And the ball comes loose, and the Cougars have it. Or was the play blown dead beforehand? The Cougars celebrating like it's theirs.
Fumble recovery, but we'll wait for the call.
It sounded as if the play was blown dead, but
I didn't think so. That was a fumble. They didn't blow it dead. Did they signal after the fumble? But did they blow the play started? Yeah, they blew it. There's no flag. You can blow any whistle. Wait a minute. Did they call time?
There'll be a snap infraction
A
against the
snap
Rams.
infraction. So they
5-yard
did
penalty, so
indeed
first
blow
down.
the play dead before the fumble recovery by the Cougars. And it's going to be first down and 15. And the coach of the Cougars is furious. Brings over Jeff Phillips to have a conversation. That's Jared Clark.
Are they saying it was a false start before the, and then they ran the play anyway, and it was a fumble, and then
First down and 15 after the penalty on the Rams. It's a give on the jet sweep. It's Torian James, the most explosive player on this Riverview offense, with a gain of 11.
Down by number 23, Jaden Burnett.
That's a big play on first down and 15. The Rams have been set back on so many second and longs. This time it's second down and 4, a little more comfortable position. 9:30 to go here in quarter number 4. Rams 2-3 on the season. Cardinal Mooney looking to retain their undefeated 6-0 season. It's a dump off to Isaiah Belt, and it's tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it will bring up third down and 4. The Rams just have not been able to find that success in the pass game tonight. A good pass breakup right there by Blake Ruland.
It'll be 3rd and 4.
Third and 4. Torian James goes in motion. They'll hand it off. Belt trying to make something, and he is going to be brought down. Maybe a gain of 1, and the Rams really have no choice but to go for it here. Or no. They'll bring out the punt team and rely on their defense. Plenty of time to get it away. It's a great punt. Will it take the bounce they need? No.
No fouls. Punt goes out of bounds.
Will go out of bounds at the 26-yard line. Had the right backspin, just could not stay in bounds. 8:26 to go. The Cougars offense has a chance to end this game on this drive. There's going to be no rush out of this Cougars offense. It's going to be slow, methodical as they try and wind down this clock. The Rams defense has to get a stop. Any points really makes this game over. The way that the Rams offense has been playing, you can expect more than one score in about 8 minutes. The first down throw goes to Young.
To number 2, Chemistry Young. And a penalty flag coming in at the end of this one.
Another penalty flag. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference on Young. And that's what it'll be, a pass interference on Young.
Against the Cougars. So that'll back them up on first down.
So it'll be first down. And we'll see where the mark is. It will remain first down. The Cougars will be backed up. It'll be placed at the 14-yard line.
They're going to move the Cougars all the way back to the 14-yard line, and they need to reach the 37. So first down, 23 for the Cougars.
First down and 23 at the 14-yard line. Play action under some duress. Can he get it away? It is deflected and incomplete. Danger from Mooney, but he's able to get away from it. The Rams, only the second time that they've really been able to aggravate Mooney in the pocket tonight. They get to him that time. Second down and 23. We'll see how aggressive Cardinal Mooney is. It's going to be a quarterback keeper, and Mooney's got some room up the sideline, but a flag does come flying in, and this one's going to be coming back.
Penalty flags down near the 20 on the near sideline.
The 12th penalty of the game on Cardinal Mooney.
And that's going to be a holding penalty against the Cougars.
And a clear holding penalty right there. Levi Ruffton trying to make a play and was tackled down to the ground. It's going to redo second down, and it'll be second down and forever.
Down to the 10 for the first 10, or excuse me, second down and 27.
Second down and 27. No, hands it off. Trying to find the outside again. And that's some great running right there from Raymond Mosley. And does he have the first down?
And they've got him marked out near the 34-yard line.
Third down and 4.
It's going to set up third down and about 4 for the Cougars.
Raymond Mosley takes the jet sweep and turns it into a 23-yard gain. It's the biggest play of the game. It's third down and 3. Can the Rams defense get off the field? A quarterback keeper. And he gets the first down. A patient run right there from Devin Mooney. And the Cougars turn second and 27 into a fresh set of downs. That was a veteran run right there from Mooney. Patient, looked like it wasn't there at first, was able to bounce off the defender and pick up the first down. Mooney looking to the air, looking deep, has Young right in the basket, and the Cardinal Mooney Cougars are going to put this game away. A 54-yard dime. And Cardinal Mooney up 2 scores.
For Mooney to Young.
That's the 9th grader. Oh, that's
Penalty flag down at the end of the play. The touchdown is good. After the play, dead ball. Unsportsmanlike
A
conduct.
dead ball personal foul on the Cougars, but that one is one that is not going to hurt them. The touchdown will still stand. And Cardinal Mooney, in these last 2 drives, move it right down the field with some long, explosive plays. It looked like Riverview had them right where they want them. 2nd down and 27. You allow a 23-yard play. Sets up 3rd and manageable. Mooney, the keeper, picks up the 1st down and then airs it out down the field to Young for his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point is blocked.
Extra point is blocked.
And it will make it
No
a
good.
14-point game. And it will be asking everything out of the Rams to come and turn this game around and take it to overtime. They'll need a touchdown on their next drive. 7:22 to go. Rams trail by 14. And so because of the dead ball personal foul, Cardinal Mooney is going to have to kick it away at the 25-yard line. So it'll give the Rams some nice field position as they try and start a comeback. And right as the 3rd quarter ended, it was 14-13. Riverview's driving down the field. It's a 1st down and 15. Isaiah Belt has a 6-yard run, and a dead ball personal foul backs him up 15 yards. And it's been downhill ever since that crucial penalty. Torian James will let it bounce into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So it'll be 1st down and 10 from the 20-yard line, and the Rams have to have an answer on this drive. We talked about it in the 1st half and coming into the 3rd quarter. Cardinal Mooney had not been able to get that big play going. It's what they've been known for throughout the season. They've been known for the big explosive plays. They've scored 35-plus in every single game that they've played this season. They've scored 40-plus in 5 of them. This is an explosive offense that we really didn't see click in the 1st half. And on these last 2 drives, we've sort of finally been able to see it as Anthony Miller tries to open up the passing game, but he is brought down to the ground, led by the pursuit of star defensive lineman Elijah Golden. There's a reason he's got offers from Michigan and Ohio State, people. He's the real deal. 2nd down and 17. Rams are going to have to, again, open up this passing game and at least try to. Miller, a screen over to Torian James, and Torian James is going to be pushed out of bounds by a flurry of Rams, or by a flurry of Cougars. McCaden Brown on the stop. Third down and 20. Rams are going nowhere but backwards.
3rd down and 20. Ball to 10.
Cougars show blitz. They're going to bring it. Miller, can he get it away? He does down the field, and it is intercepted. What a grab! McCaden Brown jumps to the sky.
And the Cougars will head back out on offense.
He has his 2nd interception of the season, and the Cougars have all but put this one away.
Midway through the quarter, this will serve as the fourth quarter water break. Thanks again for all our sponsors and supporters this year of Riverview Rams football, including EcoClear Products, Mullis Aluminum, Aqua Plumbing and Air.
And we will head to the water break here in quarter number 4. McKaden Brown with an interception, his second of the year, puts the Cougars right in the driving seat with 5:48 to go here in quarter number 4.
Financial partner, Focus Grill, HCA Florida Healthcare and Doctors Hospital, Bravada Homes, Calusa Brewing, Johnson Fitness and Wellness, Myers Painting LLC, Voight Brothers Construction, Southern Electric, Verona Orthodontics, Sunrise Irrigation, Remax and Paradise, Bernetti PA, Andros Boatworks, HBK, Crunch Fitness, Glory Days, Applebee's Grill on Clark Road, Jersey Mike Subs, and Roast PTO Grill. We thank you all for your support of Riverview Rams football in the 2024 season. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars at the Riverview 48.
Venice wins 27-20. Tornadoes win 49.
First down and 10 inside Riverview territory. It's the quarterback keeper to Minry as he trickles his way down to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 8, brought down at the 40. Second and 2.
A reverse. This time it's to Mosley. Mosley's got some room, but it's going to be coming back. It's a holding.
Positive yardage for Mosley. However, penalty flag is down.
And those reverses, those sweeps have really been effective tonight for the Cougars.
Holding penalty on the offense. That'll be a 10-yard penalty, and it'll replay second down.
142 yards in penalties tonight for the Cougars. It is not often that you see a game where a team has 142 yards in penalties and they're winning. Not only winning, but they're up by double digits. The Rams have been a lot more disciplined. 6 penalties, 55 yards, but you're looking at double the penalties, double the yards on those penalties, and you're losing by double digits. That's a type of stat that should favor the winning team. But Cardinal Mooney has been able to look past those mistakes tonight and capitalize when they need to. Minry. Oh, what a run. Just powering his way through the defense and picks up a first down. He's been really impressive running the ball in this second half for the Cougars. And most of these runs for Minry have been a lot of yards after contact. He's been able to not only initiate contact, but get through that contact. Has over 500 rushing yards on the season. And the Cougars are in no rush. Galloway in motion. Galloway trying to take it all the way, and he does!
Touchdown Cougars.
Touchdown Cardinal Mooney. And they pour it on here in the fourth. Again, it's a simple sweep. It's a simple reverse. It's working every single time for Cardinal Mooney for a big play. And the extra point is off the crossbar and no good. So 2 missed extra points for Cardinal Mooney, but a stat that will be long forgotten after this one ends. Cardinal Mooney has taken what was a close game in the third quarter, at the end of the third quarter, a 1-point game, and made it into a 20-point lead. It's very similar to how last year went, 7-7 towards the tail end of the third quarter before the Rams were able to pull away with the 35-7 win. Tonight, it's been the flip side, and Cardinal Mooney has really laid the hammer down in the fourth. And for the Rams, they will try and look past this game, but it is a very important game next week against Lehigh. And then they still have to officially schedule their next two games. They have done so with one. Sarasota will be on the 1st, or will be on Monday, the 7th.
So the Rams will begin this next drive.
And the game against Venice still to be determined. Those 3 games remaining, possible Manatee game, they are still undecided on that. But Lehigh, Sarasota, and then that matchup against Venice. All 3 games besides Manatee, if that game does happen, are district games for the Rams. So the most important games of the season coming up for Riverview. They have to beat 2 out of those 3 schools to have a chance to get in the playoffs. Lehigh has not been able to have much success this season. They are 0-6 on the year. But Sarasota, under the direction of a former Riverview assistant, has not looked bad this season. 3-3 on the year. And they have a game against Venice coming up next Friday. But the Rams have to kind of have short-term memory loss after this one. They have to hit the ground running against Lehigh next Friday. If you lose to Lehigh, you're putting yourself in a really tough spot. While the door's not closed to get top 2 in your district, the door's really, really shut. It's got a crack in it. You have to beat Lehigh, and then you have to beat Sarasota. Sarasota's most likely going to beat Lehigh. Riverview's most likely going to beat Lehigh as well. And so it sets up a November 7th date for a spot to be second in the district if those 2 things do hold.
Logan Carrillo in at quarterback, hands it off to number 5, Isaiah Belt.
Unless one of those teams, Riverview or Sarasota, is able to somehow upset one of the nation's juggernauts in Venice. Cardinal Mooney ranks at 17th in the state of Florida. Venice ranks 18th nationally. Venice comes in at 4 in the Florida rankings.
Personal foul, face mask penalty against the
And a
Cougars.
face mask against Cardinal Mooney.
So with the penalty yardage, that'll give the Rams a fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 28.
Logan Carrillo in at quarterback for the Rams. Isaiah Belt remains in at back. There's Belt.
Belt takes it
Wrapped
to the
up
34,
by
brought down
Dews
by
on the
number
play.
6. Ron Coey.
Time winding down, under 4 minutes to go here for the Rams to salvage some points, make the loss look a little nicer on the scoreboard, and try and build some momentum headed into the most important week of the season, a key district game. Carrillo opens up the passing game, and it is knocked away. Had Jaden Key, and Jaden Key looks like he is hurt.
And we're going to have timeout on the field for both an injured Ram and Cougar.
And Jaden Key will seek attention right away. Looks like a member of Cardinal Mooney might be down as well. Jaden Key able to get up. A defender still down on the field for Cardinal Mooney. And in some real pain. And we will step aside as they treat the injury. 2:59 to go here in quarter number 4. Rams down by 20.
The Rams faced with 3rd down and 4.
Third down and 4. Hands it off to Torion James, and he is met and thrown. Greg Robinson in on the stop, and the Rams will have to punt this one away.
Greg Robinson, number 11, in to make the stop for the Cougars, and that'll bring up 4th down, and the Rams will send out the punt team as we approach 2.5 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Rams back in action next Friday night here at the Ram Bowl at John Sprague Field. First district matchup of the year, going to be the Lehigh Lightning coming to town next Friday night. Kickoff at 7:30.
Cardinal Mooney will keep their undefeated season alive. Cardinal Mooney coming off a state championship last year, and they have followed it up with a revamped roster and success on the football field. That 17th rank in Florida is no joke.
Number 23, Levi Rupton. And the Cougars will head back out with 2:06 to go in the 4th quarter.
They're able to avenge the loss that they had against the Rams last year. It was only one of 2 losses that they suffered during the season. They get that revenge tonight. Their only other loss that year was to Bishop Verot, who they went and handled this year. So their 2 blowout losses last year, they go and hand them both a 20-point blowout loss of their own. And you know that guys from last season had those games circled on their schedule. Hey, yeah, we want a state championship. That's great. That's the goal. But we lost to these 2 guys along the way. We kind of both on our schedule. Let's go out there and beat them. And that's exactly what they did. They not only beat them, but they did it in convincing fashion. As they will just wind down the clock. Minnery and Jackson and all the starters still in the game. Play action. They're not going to stop throwing the ball, and it is hauled in. They want more, and they'll get more. Bo O'Daniel. Touchdown, Cardinal Mooney.
Minnery completes the pass to number 7, Bo O'Daniel.
Well, the Rams go ahead and they put a couple of the backups in, and Cardinal Mooney leaves the starters in. They wanted more, and Bo O'Daniels took it all the way. And one of the Rams coaches furious. Talking to the Cardinal Mooney sideline, not happy that they threw the ball on that play. And it's a bad snap, but they're going to pick it up and get into the end zone.
A bad snap, but the Cougars are able to convert the two-point
How about
conversion.
that? The botch snapped leads to
Round
points.
44 remaining. Into the fourth quarter, it's now Cardinal Mooney 41.
And
Riverview
still
13.
having to be held back. Looks like it's Gerald Perry, one of the defensive coaches for the Rams, being held back by two Riverview coaches. Brody Wiseman just had a hand on him earlier. He is losing it over there on the sideline. Just a sense of frustration, and probably feels a little disrespected throwing the ball this late in the game when it feels like you should just run it out. But Cardinal Mooney did not take that for an answer. They wind up the pass game and add on to their already big lead. It's a 28-point lead for the Rams, or for the Cougars.
Kick into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 Rams at their own 20.
The Rams offense will come out one more time on the night. Down by 28. And again, it's the same storyline as last year. Going into the fourth quarter, a tie game. Tonight it was a 1-point game and the Rams had the ball. But again, the turning point in this game was that penalty. Rams would have had 2nd down and 9 at the Cardinal Mooney 30, a chance to tie the game, a chance to take the lead with the field goal, a possible touchdown. However, that personal foul sends them 15 yards back. They're never able to recover offensively, and then Cardinal Mooney goes nuclear on offense. They put up 27 points in the final half, or in the final quarter of this game, to blow the Rams out of their own home.
It's going to be a pickup of close to 6, so it'll be 2nd and 4.
The Rams will have one final play tonight. Hand off to Belt. He is brought down to the ground. And that will be the final play of the game. The Riverview Rams take a 41-13 loss, and Cardinal Mooney improves to 7-0 following their state championship last season and looking well en route to a possible run at going for back-to-back. A 27-point fourth quarter for the Cougars. They bully the Rams out of their home stadium, and the Rams fall to 2-4, and they have 3 games remaining, all against district opponents. The time to figure it out is now. Next Friday against Lehigh to keep the playoff dream alive. The Cougars win this one tonight, 41-13.
Hope to see you all back out here next Friday night at the Ram Bowl at John Sprague Field. So on behalf of the athletic department here at Riverview High School, I'm the voice of the Rams, Jake Wilson. Thank you for joining us, and please drive home safely. We'll see you next time.
Fight Club.